Good afternoon, everyone. Well, my dear students, in the last class, we had studied the beginning part of the lesson, The Otter by Chinua Achebe, and today we'll continue it. My dear students, page number 108, paragraph 1. We could complete it in the last class. And today, let us start from the second paragraph. Everyone was full of praise for him. One told in the sense, one old man said, what did he say? Our son is a good man. He is not like the mortar. Mortar in the sense, it's a plastic material which is used for building it might be the college building or school building or office building or any other construction. Like why he is using here, why he uses the mortar here. Mortar in the sense, as I have told you now, it is used in construction. In the same way, people are being used and thrown away as soon as they are useful for the dye, they are useful for the election, they are being used. Only voters are required during election. Once the elections are over, electorate are not having any value because they are not at all even given any importance. They are completely neglected. Well, our son is a good man. He is not like the mortar, which as soon as food comes its way, turns its back on the ground. He is saying that use and throw policy. As soon as food comes, it is being served, and afterwards the plate in which we have, if it is the stainless steel plate, if it is in plastic plate, usually, once we have the food, once the food is served in the plate, or it might be plastic or paper plate, it is eaten by us. As soon as eating is over, we will throw it away. The electorate, people are used like a paper plates or plastic plates. Once they are used, after taking the food from it, they are thrown into dustbins, my dear students. In the same way, those who have contested in the elections, they are going to follow the same formula. But when the feasting was over, the villagers told themselves that they had underrated. Value too low, underrated in the sense here. My dear students, see, once they are told, once they are discussed, after feasting was over in the sense, after eating sumptuous meal, after having been finished, after taking the food from the Umuofia mansion's housewarming ceremony, old men started to speak. They are using us during the election and throwing as if we are not at all related to these people. And as soon as the feasting was over, feasting in the sense their lunch was over or dinner was over, villagers started to speak among themselves that they had underrated the power of the ballot paper before and should not do so again. Earlier, they had underrated in the sense, earlier they did not take any money for casting the vote in the elections. But now they have changed their mindset. People are speaking. That is why Rufus Okeke, he says that people are not at all having the same mindset as they had in the past. I mean, 5 years ago, whatever they had the concept, they are not having now. As time passes, things can change, my dear students. That's all. Chief the Honorable Marcus, IB was not unprepared for this. I mean, he has prepared for this. In what way he has prepared for this? He had drawn 5 months' salary in advance and changed a few £100 into shining shillings and armed his campaign boys with eloquent little jute bags. What did he do? He has withdrawn 5 months' salary well in advance and changed the pounds into shillings. Pounds into shillings. And this is British gold coin which was used before 1971. Shillings. My dear students, he changed them into shining shillings and asked the campaign boys, appointed some boys to distribute the shillings for every vote from every individual, from every voter. He or she has to cast their votes. He or she has to cast his or her own votes to whom? Who will give the money now? Who will give the shining shillings? And armed his campaign boys with eloquent little jute bags. They have put into jute bags. In the day, he made his speeches. At night, his stalwarts conducted their whispering campaigns. My dear students, stalwarts means loyals here. Stalwarts means loyals. I mean, these Rufus Okeke and Marcus Ivy, these two people, what did they do? They have planned very much systematically that after changing pounds into shillings, they have put them into jute bags and asked for some boys from the same party, I mean their party workers, and asked them to have whispering campaigns. What is this whispering campaign? A systematic circulation of idea, right, or rumors. Typically, in order to damage someone's reputation, this is what we call whispering campaign, my dear students here. My dear students, Whispering campaign is nothing but a systematic circulation of rumors. Typically, in order to damage someone's reputation, why did they conduct this whispering campaign? In order to destroy the enemy parties or opposite parties' reputation, their dignity and their power and their name and fame from the same constituency, from the same village or from the same state or from the same area where the ruling party is about to contest or where the ruling party are about to get into power once again in the future. This is what it is happening over here, my dear students. Hope you are following. Roof was the most trusted for these campaigners. My dear students, please underline this paragraph. We have a minister from our village, one of our own sons. He is sent to a group of elders in the house of Obifai Izenva or Obufi Izenva. Who is this? At his house, these people, people who are belong to PAP, you know that, who are belong to PAP, People's Alliance Party, not POP, Progressive Organization Party. People gathered at Obufi Izenva's house are belong to PAP, my dear students, People's Alliance Party. Now what they do there? A man of high traditional title, right? What greater honor can a village have? Do you ever stop to ask yourselves why we should be singled out? Singled out in the sense choosing a person from a group for a particular cause or for special attention. Choosing, for example, if any work you have, challenging task is there. In order to complete a challenging task in sports or in a particular group or in a particular society or in a particular family, so they will choose a person from a group to handle that situation or to face that difficulty. That is why they have singled out here, right? They are talking that we must single out this time, right, to win the elections, and at the same time we have to understand the electorate's mindset, their mentality, in what way they are going to get the attention or pay the attention towards a particular political party. I will tell you, it is because we are favored by the leaders of them. All of them are discussing in Obufi Izenva's house that they are going to favor only the People's Alliance Party, my dear students. Whether or not we cast our paper for Maduka or Marcus, we have to cast our votes for Marcus only, not for Maduka. PAP will continue to rule. Think of the pipe-borne water they have promised us. They have already promised us. As they are discussing that, this time they have to vote for only PAP. And even they are saying that whatever they have promised earlier, who? The PAP party, political activists and chief of this party, Mr. Marcus, Marcus ID, what did he promise? And even Roof or Rufus Okike, what did they promise? These two people, what did they promise so far? They had promised earlier that they are going to provide the water facility, pipeline the water facility to each and every house, to each and every corner of the village, or in all the lanes, all the streets of the village, everyone would get the water facility, which is basic amenity, which has become one of the basic facilities. So if they cannot give us, if they cannot provide us, then what would be the future of us, my dear students? Next. Besides Roof and his assistant, there were 5 elders in the room. Besides Roof, his assistants, 5 members were there. Even including Rufus Okeke. An old hurricane lamp with a cracked sooty glass chimney gave out yellowish light in their midst. There is a lamp, even they have. Yes. My dear students. Chimney they have kept it. And this in this by keeping this lamp, they just wanted to discuss, and the entire room is full of darkness. There is no light leaving this chimney, right? Small lamp, right? A glass chimney gave out yellowish lights. Glass chimney gave out. Glass chimney gave out yellowish light. Yellowish white was appeared right through this glass lamp, and from the midst, the elders sat on very low stools. Elders sat on very low stools because people, they don't want to lose their dignity as they are in the discussion now. They are sitting right lower on the stools, which were very much lower, not at the higher level as we are going to compare. Right on the floor, directly in front of each of them, lay 2 ceilings, lay 2 ceiling pieces. Outside, beyond the fastened door, the moon kept a straight face. Right in front of this lamp, the door which is straight away towards the moon, and at the same time, they want to see that if anyone comes at night, people may come to know that Rufus Okeke is involved completely in corruption, because their main motto is to distribute the money for every single vote, even not only for their own greediness, but at the same time, even they are asking for their wives too. This is truly disgusting thing over here, which we are going to study it in the next paragraph, my dear students. So now everyone is being given 2 ceiling pieces, right? My dear students, please underline this paragraph. We believe every word you say to be true. Say it, December. What he's saying is, we believe whatever you are saying, we believe it. We shall, every one of us, drop his paper for Marcus. We will, right? Everyone will drop our paper. We will cast our vote for only Marcus IB, right? Who would leave and also feast and go to a poor ritual meal? Who will go to? Why should we attend? Also is nothing but a religious festival. That Umuofia region's religious festival. They are saying that who would attend that also feast for poor ritual meal, for poor religious meal. Let us leave that, but let us attend this today's, yes, party. I mean, tonight's party in the sense only they are going to have distribution of money, and later on they are going to have party and other things. That's the secondary thing. But here at the first, what they'll do is Mr. Rufus Okike, he is trying to convince each and every voter. He is convincing every voter that they must cast their votes to only Marcus IB. Not other than him should not get votes. Nobody should get the votes. That's pretty short, my dear students. Tell Marcus he has our papers and our wife's papers too. I mean, tell Marcus. They are telling each and every demands through Mr. Rufus Okeke. Mr. Rufus Okeke. That even we are not only having our votes but also our wives. My dear students, we are not only having our votes but also our wives. So that you should inform. I mean, they are telling to Rufus that Rufus should inform Marcus IB so that he will come to know how the voter's mind has been completely changed now. They are not able to listen to the words of Rufus Okeke, and even they are not satisfied with whatever they have got so far with the 2 shillings. No, never. That is why, that is the reason. One of the 20th century philosophers said that humans' wants are unlimited. Human beings, our space is very much limited, but our wants are unlimited. That is why most of us, though we are paid 100 crores or 1,000 crores, we are not satisfied because we are human beings. We are greedy. We will never try to overtake our greediness. That is the reason it will not be possible for us to be satisfied, especially these voters during election. How they are completely involved in corruption. My dear students, this is unfathomable, I mean unbelievable, which is going on. You might be knowing that, my dear students, after 2nd PUC, you will also be having the voting power. In what way you are going to use it, it is there in your hands, in spite of misusing it. But what we do say is that 2 shillings is shameful. Please underline this line. 2 shillings is shameful. We don't want to cast our votes for Marcus IB. Why should we vote for Marcus IB this time? Let us not do, because 2 shillings is too much shameful for us. Alright, he brought the lamp close and tilted it at the money. I mean, he just brought the lamp towards these people and shown it. Right. As if to make sure he had not mistaken its value. Yes, 2 shillings is too shameful. Everyone is saying that 2 shillings is too much shameful. We are not satisfied with 2 shillings. Who? All the voters, elders who are sitting in the Ogbufi's and Vaz house. Everyone is saying that none is satisfied with 2 shillings. They are expressing their greediness towards whom? Towards Rufus Okeke, with their demands even at the same time. Yes, 2 shillings is too shameful. If Marcus were a poor man, which our ancestors forbid. Marcus IB was a poor man. If he was a poor man, our ancestors were not ready to cast their votes to him. Now he is not poor. Earlier they might have given him, but now they are not ready to cast their votes. I should be the first to give him my paper free as I did before. But today Marcus is a great man and does his things like a great man. One of the elders is saying that. See, today if he was a poor, I am ready to give the votes, or I will cast my vote. But now he has changed. He has become rich. He is completely going with luxurious lifestyle. He lives in a beautiful way, colorful lifestyle. He has a colorful lifestyle, lavish lifestyle. He is spending his lavish lifestyle. He is one spendthrift. I mean, he is not having any difficulty financially. Financially he is very much strong. Who? Mr. Marcus Ivy, my dear students. But today, Marcus is a great man and does his things like a great man. We did not ask him for money yesterday. Yes, we shall not ask him tomorrow. We did not ask him for the money yesterday, and even we are not going to ask him for tomorrow. Then what else? But today is our day. We have climbed the Iroko tree today, and would be foolish not to take down all the firewood we need. Iroko tree is nothing but a large hardwood tree from west coast of Africa, my dear students. So Iroko tree is compared to what here? Iroko tree is compared to the advantages. My dear students, remember there are idioms and phrases in this lesson, particularly since it is African literature. I mean, the lesson which is taken from African literature, I mean, a Nigerian writer who used many idioms and phrases and phrasal words, right, from Nigerian way itself, I mean, Nigerian African language. And as he has used, we should try to understand why Iroko tree is compared. So, why it is being compared to what? So Iroko tree is compared to why they are climbing up this tree, and what is the reason behind it? The reason behind it is that they must take the advantages, my dear students. They must take advantages. Who would like to take advantages? The voters, especially here, the elders. The elders want to take advantages from Marcus Ivy. If they do not take any advantages from Marcus Ivy, it will be worthless voting for them. This time particularly, they are ready to cast their votes for Marcus Ivy itself. But if they are paid much, look at how it's one of the, as I told you in the last class, elections are nothing but celebrations of, celebration of what? Celebration of distributing the money, my dear students. They celebrate it, they distribute it as if we are going to distribute the money or we spend on special occasions of our family functions or public functions, right, our programs. Right, underline this we have climbed the Iroko tree today and would be foolish not to take down all the firewood we need. My dear students, firewood, yes, to take down all the firewood we need is nothing but the advantages we need to take from this political party. I mean, Marcus Ivy from PAP party. If we do not take advantages now, after the elections, he will be forgetting us. We cannot be able to ask anything further, or else later on. Fine, anyways. Roof had to agree. He had lately been taking down a lot of firewood himself. He too started to earn the money. He too started to become rich. After some time, after fewer days, not at the beginning. party called PAP. I mean from Marcus IB. As Marcus IB had already done before, or now also he is doing. Yes. Only yesterday he had asked Marcus for one of his many rich robes. He had asked Marcus, who? Rufus. Okay, asked him. Rich robes in the sense rich dress. Clothes, my dear students. Rich robes means rich clothes. Right, last Sunday Marx's wife, the teacher that nearly got him in a trouble. Marx's wife got him in a trouble. What kind of trouble he had? Had objected like the woman she was when Ruth pulled out his fifth bottle of beer from the refrigerator. Withdraw from undertaking. I mean, when they wanted to have a fifth bottle of beer, she objected it. Why? She objected it. She objected. It's because they were taking more drinks from the refrigerator. That is the reason. Yes, these two people were objected, and at the same time, she scolded him like anything. Right, when Ruth pulled out his fifth bottle of beer from the refrigerator, she was roundly and publicly rebuked by her husband. Even when she objected for this, she was scolded. She was scolded by her husband because they were in the party, and as I told you people already, usually boozing is very common for these political party leaders, or even this boozing party or drinks will be very much common in the supper or dinner, parties. And especially these political parties are going to have, or these dinners or suppers are held in order to entertain the electorate by providing them vegetarian or non-vegetarian food along with different types or varieties of drinks, so that they should enjoy at that moment and try to give their votes to only that particular party who is going to provide them the party, or who is going to provide them everything. I mean all the basic amenities or facilities. My dear students, now next, to cap it all, Ruth had won a land case recently because complete an experience in an especially positive way, to cap it all in the sense. Complete an experience, especially in a positive or negative way. My dear student, this is your phrasal verb. This is phrasal verb, to cap it all. I mean, he won, to achieve or to finish, complete or finish an experience, right? Especially in a positive or negative way. That's all. He did it. He had won a land case recently because in order to achieve anything, so he had won recently in a land case, right? Among other things, he had been chauffeur driver. Even other things also, he was a driver. Yes, to the disputed site. In the disputed site, he played an important role because of influence of Marcus IB. He could able to win in the land dispute case, right? Sites case. So he understood the elders about the firewood. He understood elders. He understood about the elders firewood in the sense advantages. How these elders are going to have their demands or needs So now Mr. Rufus Okeke is ready to provide all the advantages of all the elders who are all gathered in Okbufi Isenba's house. My dear students, so far we have discussed with few paragraphs, and from next paragraph onwards, from page number 109, from third paragraph, we will continue it in the next video. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot for watching English classes through Sri Guru Independent PU online classes, and please keep subscribing it and go through the textbook and notes regularly so that everyone will be happy. Stay home and stay happy at home itself. Thank you very much.